speak about it, and then simply start doing it, right? There's multiple steps. And then also when I do implement new things in my life, then I try to let's say pretend in the beginning that's already part of me, so it doesn't come over as cringy. So again, when it's about the patient part and being patient, I'm always confusing those words, patience and being patient. But anyway, I'm taking my time with everything. Also when it's about building relationships, let my other people speak. And I'm always very clear what I can bring to the table. Never tell about anybody what I want, but I make it always very clear that when I start noticing false, like lies, or maybe a little bit turn of change of past events. So there's another guy, a new guy, he actually started, he started a store, and in the beginning that I came over there, he said he earned money from his little e-commerce venture, but a few months later he said he took a loan from the bank. See, when you would confront those people, they will deny it. And I'm not even, and like I said, I'm not judgmental, I don't have any emotional feelings about it, but this is where the danger is. When I would get too fast with him in, let's say, in a project, to do with him, that's gonna bite you in the ass. If people lie about a very tiny events, well, trust me, along the way they will bite you in the ass. But because, it depends also what kind of projects. Some people take a loan of the bank and you work for the bank, so you bought just another job. Of course, when you loan millions and millions, you're on a whole different level. But I'm talking to the mediocre and businesses, and then they take a business partner, so all risk is divided. But in the end, you have to talk with your business partner, you have to pay back the bank and all that kind of stuff. So you just bought yourself a professional job, so you're self-employed, so you're again stuck to your office and run around in suits. Anyway, of course there are a little bit different levels to the game. I know people who took loans and they have things running on the real estate, multiple real estate properties. Some have huge real estate properties. But with a lot of people I would not like to exchange anything. All my stuff is on the internet. I used to have a bar, grow shop in Holland, the physical store, also events, I joined a lot of projects, but I always want to grow a little bit faster than the other people, especially when people not leaving their own country or not even leaving their own city, because then it's holding you back. And again, maybe other people think like this, that it's all good and stable, but at one point it becomes a boring cycle of repeating the same tasks over and over. And what I do now, I develop the strategies, the scenarios. I use a lot make.com to automate a lot of distribution of videos and the links on the social media. I'm not gonna get into this, but that is always pretty versatile. And I do everything from the phone, so my environment is constantly different. See, maybe if you watch my vlogs before, then you would see a returning environment, said that I'm sitting in the same environment, but now I'm always trying to look where I can record without putting other people on the camera. That's why I'm also looking around. I try to keep the respect. So when it's about my vlogging thing, the quality, especially the sound and the image quality, can I call it the image quality? Then that will go up. Pretty nervous about it, I'm gonna tell you, because I will start using my phone, and somehow there is something that's holding me back, but I will do it, because this is a GoPro 4K. I think it's very discreet, but I want to have deliver higher quality video, voice quality, and then from there let's see how my vlogging thing goes. And you know what, I will keep on doing it, and this is not the only thing. It doesn't cost me a lot of time to do it anymore. I'm just upload it as is. All my vlogs are unedited. Always from my own experience, never being judgmental, but I'm sharing from the past experiences, from the past decades, a lot of stuff where other people could take some lessons from, that actually can save them time, heartbreak, and save a lot of money, and maybe even save or improve relationships. That's another thing, because when you get rid of people and that simply don't sync with your values, your current mindset, you need to filter, and also see it as a numbers game, and be patient with how they're gonna keep on interacting with you and what they reveal. As some people just another example, a lot of people in the beginning, they had a lot of communication, fast responses on the social media or DMs, and then it fades away. Consistency. And let's see what they do after 2-3 years. Do they respond, or they are all of a sudden too busy? And it comes with a whole set. So this guy, and with his fake that he gathered the money from his e-commerce venture, he was selling clothes according to himself, and that's where he paid the business from. But in the end, it appears to be a bank loan. But along the way, there were more things dropping, like too busy, very important things. What do? Beating the fucking president. And also keep in mind, these days people constantly play with their phones, and I'm very selective, and also when I don't respond to people, the message is clear. And not only this,